Here is the lovely audience. Thank you, audience, for being here. Okay, so most of you already know that at the beginning of this past summer that my dad and also my boyfriend and I all went to Europe. And while we were there, we were using the Eurail train system, which is just the train system that goes all around Europe. And so we started off in England, and then we went to Amsterdam, and then Germany, and then Switzerland, which is where this story takes place. So we were supposed to get to Switzerland actually in the early morning, and I planned out the whole day. We were going to go to this mountain called Mount Pilatus and go there, and then go to Zurich, the city that we were going into for the night, and then we were supposed to take a night train into Venice at 6 p.m. Well, the German night trains suck. And so we did not get into Zurich until around 12 p.m. the next day because there was a train delay the night before and we didn't leave until very late. So our plans were a little delayed, but it was okay. We were going to try to make the best of the situation and still go to the mountain. So once we got there, we got off the train station, off the train, and we went into the city, and we realized that we would have to take another train to a neighboring city called Lucerne, and then from there get our gondola tickets and take the gondola up to the top of the mountain. So we got on the train, we went to Lucerne, we got there. Well, online I read that when you got to Lucerne, there was a huge train station, and you could buy the gondola tickets there. They spoke English, it was like super easy. This was not the case. We got there, and it was like nothing was there. It was just a train stop, basically, no station. So we went into the town because we didn't know what else to do, and I saw what I thought was a car dealership. And I was like, I'm sure they're intelligent, like they probably speak English. So we went into what we thought was a car dealership, and we said hello, and then someone answered hello in English, so we were like, yes! So we followed the voice, and we walked into a room, and in the room was a woman massaging this man, naked. So that was uncomfortable, but she spoke English. So she gave us directions to a bus station that was just outside, very easy directions, and she told us to take the bus to a stop, and at the stop we would get off, and that's where the gondola was. It wasn't far away. So we're like, okay, great. So we got on the bus, we went to the stop, we got off at the stop. We actually had to climb a pretty big hike up, but then we finally found where the gondolas were. So we saw the big red gondolas, and we were like, okay, yes, we're there. So we bought the tickets, and then we get on the gondola, and it was just amazing. We started going up to the mountain, the city of Zurich on this side, the mountain on this side, the Swiss Alps. It was beautiful. There were trees everywhere. It was green. There was snow still at the top of the mountains. It was snow caps. It was just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. So while we're in the gondola, it was a private gondola, just the three of us. We're taking pictures out, we're looking, when my dad makes this like sigh, and I was like, okay, what's wrong? And he was looking at his phone, because on his phone he had the Eurail like app, and he could see all the live like time trains and stuff. And on the app he saw that time had passed very quickly, and there was no way we were going to make our train to Lucerne back to the main station at Zurich to make our train to Venice that night, because time had just gone by. And so we kind of started to freak out. But then we realized there was a train station at the bottom of the mountain, and that we could take a cogwheel train to the bottom of the mountain into that train, and then we could get on that train and potentially make it back to Zurich in time to go to Venice. So we're like, okay, game plan. So we get to the top of the mountain, we had 20 minutes to look around, see everything. It wasn't a lot of time, but we tried to make the most of it. My dad ended up losing his hat there, but we just had to leave it behind. And we got on the cogwheel train, and we were like, all right, let's do this. So got on the train, it was very slow, going down. And then my dad realized we actually were only gonna have 4 minutes from when that train stopped to get on the other train before it left. So we were like, great, this is impossible. But we were optimistic. So we made friends with the people on the train. They spoke English, some of them. And so they learned our situation. When the train stopped, they let us out of their way, they got out of our way, and we hopped off, the doors opened, we literally hit the ground running, we had our backpacks on, and we just took off across the train station. And of course, the gate for our train was on the complete other side of the train station. So we were just booking it. So we got there, and we jumped on the train, and we made it. And we looked at my dad looked at his phone, and we had made it in 2 minutes. So we ran across that whole train station in 2 minutes. So we felt pretty good about ourselves, basically Olympic track stars. And then we had about 13 minutes after we got off that train to make it to get our luggage, our big suitcases we had left at the other train station in Zurich. We were experts by that time, so 13 minutes was nothing. We made it, and that was the time we almost didn't go to Venice and got stuck in Switzerland, but we didn't. So it was great. Now we can laugh, so you can laugh. Thank you. You didn't stop it, did you? Okay, I have to pan to the audience again. Thank you, audience. Thank you.